Hello everyone, this is Michael Balesta. The Cleveland Cavaliers put up a strong effort in Game 1 of the NBA Finals Thursday before losing in overtime 124 to 114. Looking at the NBA app, for the Cavs, LeBron James put up 51 points, Kevin Love had 21, and J.R. Smith scored 10. Larry Nance Jr. created a big spark with his 11 rebounds to go along with the 9 points. Meanwhile, the Warriors got 29 points from Steph Curry, 26 from Durant, 24 by Klay Thompson. Draymond Green and Sean Livingston combined for 23 points. Both teams led by as many as 11 points in a memorable contest, one in which there were 15 lead changes. Cleveland was very good on the boards, out-rebounding Golden State by 15. Unfortunately, this game will be remembered by a series of crucial moments in the last minute of regulation. With 36.4 seconds left, up 104-102, the Cavs appeared to have gained possession after an offensive foul by Kevin Durant, only for replay to overturn the call. It was turned into a block by LeBron James, even with replays showing that he was outside the restricted circle, which was not an offensive foul. Certainly, LeBron was in the way of Durant on the replays. It was a tough decision against Cleveland when taking into consideration that the referees went to the monitor to see if he was in or out of the restricted area. The charge call was changed into a blocking foul instead. It seems to fall into the gray area. I understand James getting the foul called on him. The initial ruling was to check whether or not he was outside the circle, inside the paint. It was a tough pill to swallow because he was, but the refs must have noticed the contact while they were looking at where his feet were. It was a tough break for the Cavaliers. Following 2 Durant free throws and a James basket on the other end, Curry made an old-fashioned three-point play to put the Warriors up 107-106. James then spotted George Hill, who was held by Klay Thompson with 4.7 seconds left, allowing Hill to go to the free throw line. He made the first free throw, but missed the second, which would have put Cleveland ahead, only for J.R. Smith to get the offensive rebound and, unfortunately, lose track of the situation in a tie game by running out the clock. The shame is that Cleveland had one timeout left. It is too bad amidst all of the chaos that Smith, James, or Ty Lue did not have the presence of mind to immediately ask for a timeout in retrospect. The Cavs never recovered in the ensuing 5-minute frame by getting outscored 14-7. On Sunday, the Cavs did not shoot the ball particularly well, but George Hill made some good plays defensively, creating 2 steals and a block. He scored 15. James, though he scored 29 points and got 13 boards and 9 assists in Game 2, did not seem to look right for stretches of this contest. Kevin Love hit 3-point shots to keep Cleveland close in the third quarter, and he finished with 22 to go along with 10 rebounds. Tristan Thompson scored 11. The Warriors' defense made life difficult in the paint, taking away layup opportunities. Kyle Korver was quiet. Cleveland, on the other hand, had problems giving up points in the paint and easy baskets in their transition defense. On the other side, Steph Curry seemed like he could not miss as he made 9 of his 17 three-point attempts. He finished with 33 points, while Kevin Durant had 26 and Klay Thompson had 20. As a result, Golden State were 122-103 winners. In some ways, I feel good because for long stretches, Cleveland has competed and gone toe-to-toe with Golden State, but the difference is the all-star talent level of the Warriors. The Cavaliers have simply not had enough balanced scoring, particularly Sunday. I expect the Cavs to shoot very well in the 2 home games and get some help from their bench, but they have to win both of those games and be 2-2 in the series if they want to keep their championship hopes alive. 2 years ago, Cleveland lost Game 4 at Quicken Loans Arena to fall behind 3-1 before winning 3 straight. However, if the best they do this year is to split their 2 home games, the series is a wrap. I do not see history repeating itself for the second time in 3 years. The Cavaliers need good shooting from Kyle Korver, J.R. Smith, Tristan Thompson, Larry Nance Jr., and Jeff Green to take the pressure off LeBron James if this is going to be a long NBA Finals. In Oakland, particularly in Game 2, the Warriors got help from JaVale McGee and Sean Livingston, who were responsible for 22 of Golden State's points. So I expect the change in venue for the so-called role players to shine for the Cavaliers this week in Cleveland. The Cavs should get some whistles that they felt that they did not get in Oakland. I just think the NBA and the television networks do not want this to be a 4 or 5 game series. I would not be shocked to see Cleveland get the benefit of the doubt on some of the decisions, but they must have the energy and move the ball around. They cannot always rely on the stagnant isolation basketball to work. They must be able to drive the ball in the paint and sometimes kick it out for open three-point opportunities. So, with the Warriors taking a 2-0 lead in the best-of-7 series, the action does not resume until Wednesday, as the scene moves from Oakland to Cleveland for Game 3. Friday is Game 4. If the Cavs are able to hold serve at home and make this a long series, Game 5 is back in the Bay Area on Monday. Game 6 is back in Northeast Ohio, Thursday the 14th. If there is a winner-take-all Game 7, it will be played on Father's Day, which falls on Sunday, June 17th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Games not played on Sundays are at 9 p.m. On the diamond, the Indians beat the White Sox Tuesday 7-3 in Cleveland. The hosts struck with 2 in the first, courtesy of Jose Ramirez's RBI double and Yonder Alonso's RBI single. After a base hit by Tim Anderson brought home Daniel Palka to get Chicago within 2-1 in the top of the second, Michael Brantley restored Cleveland's 2-run lead via the home run ball. 2 innings later, following Francisco Lindor's hit to score Greg Allen, Ramirez went deep to make it 5-1. The Indians poured it on as Brantley singled to bring in Greg Allen from third. An inning later, Jason Kipnis got his 3rd home run of the season to make it 7-1 in the 8th. Jeff Bellevue and Zach McAllister each gave up a run in the 9th, but Cleveland had more than enough run support to get across the finish line. Wednesday, the bats continued to deliver, and the Indians were able to get the 3-game sweep against the Chicago White Sox team that enters June 5th at 18-38. After a wild pitch charge to Ronaldo Lopez to bring home Greg Allen, Melky Cabrera flied out to center field, allowing Michael Brantley to score from third base, making it 2-0 in the bottom of the first. The Tribe scored 5 runs in the third. They got runs off the bats of Edwin Encarnacion, Melky Cabrera, and Eric Gonzalez. Yan Gomes also had a sacrifice fly during the rally. The hit parade continued in the 4th as Ramirez and Encarnacion each hit solo home runs to make it 9-0. Yolmer Sanchez had the solitary run for Chicago in the 9th, which finished the scoring in the game. Corey Kluber picked up another win as he went 6 innings, recording 10 strikeouts. Thursday was a wild ride as the Indians won the initial game of a 4-game set in Minnesota 9-8. Encarnacion doubled and Alonso singled for the first 2 runs. Melky Cabrera had a sacrifice fly to right field, enabling Encarnacion to come home for a 3-0 lead in the first inning. Lindor hit a 3-run home run in the 4th to make it 6-0. Later in the inning, Jose Ramirez got his 18th home run of the season. After Twins starter Jake Odorizzi was pulled, Cabrera singled to score Encarnacion, which gave Cleveland an 8-0 lead. Shane Bieber was pitching well, but in the 5th, Minnesota was able to get going offensively. Robbie Grossman and Ryan Lamar each had singles. The following inning, Logan Morrison and Eduardo Escobar each hit solo home runs to slice the lead in half. The Twins added 4 more runs in the 7th against the Indians' bullpen as Eddie Rosario had a base hit to right field. The comeback was complete when Miguel Sano got his 7th home run of the season to tie the game at 8. Francisco Lindor came to the rescue in the top of the 8th for his 14th home run of 2018, and the Tribe held on 9-8. Cody Allen got his 9th save, while Tyler Olson was the winning pitcher. Friday, Carlos Carrasco only lasted 3 2/3 of an inning, yielding 6 runs and 7 hits. Eduardo Escobar hit 2 home runs for Minnesota. Lindor grounded out to score a run, while Brantley got a sacrifice fly in the 3rd inning. Encarnacion hit a 2-run shot in the 6th, but it was not enough as Cleveland fell 7-4. Saturday, the Indians took a 1-0 lead in the 2nd inning as Greg Allen stole home after Roberto Perez struck out. Cleveland had the bases loaded next inning but could not take advantage, and the momentum changed when Brian Dozier got a triple for Minnesota's first run in the home half of the same inning. Eddie Rosario compounded the frustration with a home run to make it 3-1. The Twins added 3 more runs in the 6th to pull away for a 7-1 win. Sunday was tough, not only because Minnesota took 3 of 4 games on the weekend to stay connected with the Indians in the division, but Cleveland's bullpen let them down again in a late inning situation. After spotting the hosts a 3-0 lead, Encarnacion hit a solo home run in the 5th and a 3-run blast in the 6th, which gave the Indians a 4-3 lead. Brian Dozier did tie the game in the 7th to knock starter Mike Clevenger out of the game. Tyler Olson conceded the second home run of the game by Rosario. Cleveland responded by Brantley's 10th home run of the year, but in the 9th, Rosario made it a hat trick with a walk-off 2-run home run off of Cody Allen. The Indians entered Tuesday with a record of 30-28. They are still leading the American League Central by 2.5 games on second-place Detroit and 3.5 on Minnesota. Cleveland hosts Milwaukee for a 2-game interleague series, hoping to end a 3-game losing skid on Tuesday at 7:10 p.m. Eastern. Checking the MLB At-Bat app, it will be 3-3 Junior Guerrera versus 8-2 Corey Kluber. On Wednesday, 4-4 Chase Anderson takes on 6-4 Carlos Carrasco. After a travel day Thursday, the Indians match up against the Tigers for a 3-game weekend series in Detroit. Friday's game will be at 7:10. First pitch Saturday is scheduled for 4:10, and Sunday's finale is at 1:10. A 4-game series against the White Sox in Chicago starts Monday at 7:10. Please check out the Facebook group North Texas Browns Backers page and hit the like button for the latest updates there. If you live outside of the North Texas region, please search to find a Browns Backers club closest to you. Your support is greatly appreciated. The text of this blog is available at http://www.mjbolesta2blog.wordpress.com. I'm on Twitter at MJBOLESTA2 and on Facebook at Michael Bolesta. Archived videos on YouTube can be found by searching Michael Bolesta Roman numeral 2. God bless. Have a wonderful week.